Hi there everybody, my name is John Hayes with Sky Technologies, and today we're going to be walking you through how to calculate the cost of downtime. When we ask business owners and administrators how much downtime can your business tolerate, the answer is often none. But when it comes down to where the rubber meets the road, they often find they can't exactly calculate how much an hour of downtime is costing their business. IT professionals like us here at Sky Technologies want you as a business owner to know how much downtime is costing you because it directly relates to how much you should be spending on your IT management, maintenance, and security. For example, if you're a small store downtown that sells mostly men's clothing, if your POS system goes down for a little while, you can get by with pen and paper transactions and be just fine. However, if you're the manufacturer of clothing that gets sold in thousands of stores all over the world, an hour of downtime is going to start getting very expensive. In fact, the global research firm Gartner estimates that the average cost of downtime for businesses in the US is $5,600 a minute. Okay, so what are all the elements that are involved in calculating the cost of downtime? When we first bring up the topic of system downtime impact with clients and potential clients, their first response is usually the loss of productivity and employee wages. While those are certainly key components of the downtime cost calculations, there are other factors to consider, such as damage to your brand and reputation, what chronic downtime does to your employees' morale, the danger of potential litigation resulting from unfulfilled obligations, and the cost of recovery. Unfortunately, downtime is expensive. For example, take Apple's App Store for instance. It was down for only 12 hours, yet they missed out on $25 million in sales. Carbonite, a big player in the data backup industry, tells us that even small businesses can lose up to an average of $427 a minute due to downtime. But the good news is the downtime is avoidable, and that's what we're about to get to. All right, so getting down to it, what is our formula for calculating the actual cost of downtime for your business? So we have lost productivity, lost revenue, lost opportunities, plus the recovery costs and the intangible costs will get us the total cost of downtime. So this formula sounds really confusing, but it doesn't have to be. So for a brief example, let's look at an accounting firm. They have 25 CPAs they're billing out at $50 an hour. And oh no, their server crashes. To repair their server could take anywhere from 3 hours up to 5 days, depending on where we have to source the server. So 25 CPAs billing at $50 an hour gives us a total of $6,250 for 5 hours of downtime. Add that to an equal $6,250 in lost revenue, plus the service call, plus the cost of data recovery, and a new server, and that accounting firm is looking at around $18,000 in downtime costs. But even then, what else have we not accounted for? There's also the lost opportunity costs and the intangible cost that is going to go well above $18,000 for this accounting firm in this one single instance. All right, so we've looked at how to calculate it, but what are the major causes of downtime? With the exception of industries like manufacturing that depend mostly on mechanical processes, most causes of downtime can be attributed to IT. Things like hardware failures, apps freezing up, network slowing down, ransomware, and hacks are all things that can take a business offline fast. Regularly, we get calls here at Sky Technologies from people who aren't yet our clients, and they have some issue in their IT and everything is down. And while we're glad to help them out of a bind, it is much more prudent to put a little bit of money into your IT management, maintenance, and security up front to protect yourself from all of those vicious downtime costs. So what can you do to avoid and mitigate the risk of costly downtime? Well, like we've said before, planning and putting more into your product management, maintenance, and cybersecurity can solve 99% of IT-related issues. By addressing issues like outdated hardware, unprotected software, and unsecured networks, virtual IT departments like us here at Sky Technologies can drastically lower the risk of your business experiencing a heavy cost of downtime. But mitigation of downtime expenses is a different story. If a business is struck by lightning, fire, or flood, they need to get things back up and running, either on-site or at a secondary location. The way to cut down on the amount of time that a business is going to suffer during a disaster is to have a communications plan in place, as well as to have an outlined business continuity and disaster recovery plan. Firstly, their communication plan is going to allow them to stay in touch with employees, suppliers, and customers, keeping everyone informed. And at the same time, their business continuity and their disaster recovery strategy will allow the business to take the steps and to have the plan in place with the IT department so that the business can get back up and running smoothly, either on location or at a secondary emergency location. Well, we hope you liked this video, and remember there's always more helpful resources for you at skytechnologies.com/education. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.